Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. If this is the first video you're coming across, hey girl, hey, my name is Victoria. I am a single solo mom. The stage that I'm in right now in my life is that I am in a happy, beautiful relationship with the love of my life of over 3 years, but I'm also a solo mom. So my channel here is to inspire, to relate, to talk about all the stages that I've experienced so far with God's grace and God's power and everything I've just learned, my whole life experience. So if you are here, hey girl, I hope that my videos benefit you in some way. I'm also feeling very uncomfortable now. I feel like ever since, I always say this, since I turned like 28, I started having like problems, physical problems, like whether it's like back pain or something like that. I've also been pregnant with 2 kids, so it probably contributes to it. But now I'm 31, and now like if I sit on a chair that's not comfortable, like my back's hurting, I have random stomach aches that I'm not sure where it came from, like my head hurts randomly. It's just, how is my body breaking down already? 31 years old, so I don't know if you can relate to that. I don't know if it's just my experience so far, but it's kind of crazy out here. Like I wish, I probably should be working out too. I think I mentioned in a previous video that I started working out, it was like day 3, and then I stopped because I don't think it's because I was lazy. I was trying to be intentional on it, but also like things happen. Like it was my time of the month, and then now I'm having back problems. It's almost like I was never meant to work out. So I'm just like chug through this one, and then hopefully at the end of it, I'm able to work out again. But I was getting excited for it. So today's topic of discussion, as you can tell by the title, is I kind of want to talk about how to slow down, or how I'm learning to slow down in the midst of always feeling busy, right? I know as parents, as single parents, me and you, like we are always going through ups and downs, like from feeling burnt out to kind of feel like we have a handle of things to not feeling like we have a handle of things, especially if you have young ones. Like this is a season of craziness right now. Like you're constantly going through the motions of like school events and your work and spending time with them and spending time with yourself. And if you're in a relationship, like spending and investing time in that, and just like all the things that is just like the moving parts of just like being a parent, and like taking on the additional responsibilities too if you're a primary parent like myself. And so like I've been thinking a lot about this lately. It's also something that I constantly talk to Andrew about, and we're constantly talking about like how do we achieve this harmony. I won't even say balance, because I don't think you can truly reach a balance, but if there's seasons where we can kind of harmonize the moving parts a little bit more seamlessly so that we can prevent the constant burnout that we experience, or the frustration, the irritation, and that bleeds out to other people, it bleeds out to our kids. And if you watch my previous videos, like how intentional I am and how I'm constantly analyzing, strategizing, me and Andrew always on ourselves, what we should be doing, on our parenting, and just like creating this very healthy, our best to create this healthy atmosphere and, environment for our kids in the best way possible as 2 sinful people living in this sinful world, but following Jesus and trying to stay true to our faith. So yeah, let's talk about it. So the first way that I tend to kind of take a step back in the midst of a busy season, or I'm not even just say season, like this whole, just you being a parent with, for me, in my case, like 2 young, energetic boys, like that is a season, but it's going to last me some years before we get to the other side of that, maybe preteen or teenager or something. So the first thing that I do, or one of the things that I do, because this is not in like a particular order or anything, is I recognize it to be a season. I see a lot of videos on Instagram these days about parents you know, they have videos of their kids when they were like 6. Or I saw this video yesterday where this woman had a video of her kid, or filmed her kid in 2015, and then she filmed him again in 2025. And man, what a difference that was. I think he was 6, and now he's 16. It was a decade later. And I couldn't help but think, like, that's going to be Gabriel. That's going to be Caleb. Gabriel was born in 2018, and in 2 years, he's going to be 10. And it's crazy to think about, because in my mind, he's a baby. Sometimes I even catch myself, like, you know, doing everything for him, to be honest, because like I still see him as the 4-year-old, but he's turning 8 this year, and so that requires some independence there and some teaching, you know. But it's so funny, actually, like even yesterday or the day before, Gabriel's asking me like, can I have some chores? Can I do this? And before you like judge me, like I swear I have him do stuff. Like I do teach my boys independence in certain ways, but I'm also like, I have the privilege of having flexible work, having a flexibility and presence in their lives where I'm able to kind of just do everything, or most things I should say. And so like, you know, I take a step back there and I'm like, yeah, actually he should have some like designated chores that he should be doing, like starting to introduce him to that. And so like, I'm perfectly okay with that. In fact, I encourage it. It'll decrease my workload. It'll probably be like more, you know, work in the beginning trying to teach him the hang of it, but then after that I could pull back. But yeah, it was just reminding me that like, this is a season. Like all this running around I have to do, all this dropping off to like school activities, all of the teaching them certain habits that they have to like learn to adapt to or develop in or grow in, teaching them maturity lessons, like it's going to evolve and shift over time, and that's okay. And I have to put myself out there more. I have to be more exhausted in certain areas. But again, it's going to be a season, because I can imagine one day, 5 years later from this point in time, like I'm going to be looking back and missing all of this. And I think about that when Gabriel and Caleb were newborns. I miss when they were like so small, little, and cute. And I have to say this too, for the parents who are like, I'm not gonna miss that. I agree with you, actually. Like, I'm not gonna miss like the tiredness that I was experiencing, or the circumstances, or like the burning out, because again, like speaking from a single parent standpoint, like I am a single parent, so I'm doing 2 jobs, and I'm primary, so I'm doing 2 jobs in one, 2 roles in one. So am I going to necessarily miss it when he's 15 and he knows how to take himself to and from places? Like, not really. But am I going to miss the innocence of a child? Am I going to miss him wanting to be around me, playing with me, joking around with me, looking up with me, looking at me with those eyes that like wants me to like I feel like the biggest, like his only world? I'm going to miss that. And so I try to remember that and cherish that. Yeah, like thinking about it now makes me like, you know, smile. And even though I'm in my like frustration or like stressful moments now in this season, having to do so much, like I know for a fact that I'm gonna miss portions of it when he gets older, even just a little bit older, because he's like turning 8. So yeah, it's just the season. Another thing I do to get myself to slow down and to think is that sometimes I have to accept defeat and truly be okay with it, because I am, you may be like this too, maybe not, but I am very much the person, like I came across this video that said like my toxic trait is, I think I can show up to all my school, like all my kids' school events. I can do my work and like excel in that. I can do all the housework. I can get everything done. I can be in 2 places at once. And that's literally me. Because when I am like thinking about all the things, like I'm always like constantly thinking about like, I can take them there. We can do this. I can be involved in this. I can show up in this way. And I'm constantly thinking like, I want to be involved. I want to be present. I don't want my kids to miss out or anything. Like I want them to get, I want to give them everything I can possibly give them, right? And I overextend myself so much that I think even like this past month, I like pull them from like 2 activities that I like, extracurricular activities that I can control. And I pulled back because I was like, 1, we have single digit weather and I'm not about to be outside and neither are you. But 2, it's like I'm overextending myself just for the sake of doing it. And I'm bleeding out on my kids this frustration and just like irritation and like lack of energy and exhaustion. And that's all they're getting from me. And so I had to like take a step back and think like, how can I give them a better version of myself? It's not gonna be perfect, but like a better version of myself. It's by taking away like things that we don't actually need. Like all of these things are wants, right? All of these things are just nice. And are they even enjoying it if we're going there and then they're tired after, or like they're not really wanting to just do it, or I don't know. So like I really had to take inventory on the things that I was doing and pull back. I say accepting defeat, but it's not really accepting defeat. It's recognizing your limits, but also recognizing that it's okay to not do everything. Like single mom, me and you, like we cannot do everything, and that's okay. We weren't designed to do everything. Even in a 2-parent household, our responsibility is not to be everything to our kids, you know? We really have to lean on God, and that's something that I'm continually learning, continually experiencing, and having to remind myself. And it's because I just want for them so much, but I can't extend myself in that way. Like along with being their parent, I'm also Victoria. I'm also a person who has hobbies. I'm also a person who wants to, do certain things, like even like make this video. Like how can I do that if I'm constantly tired all the time? And so I really had to like, take a step back and kind of just accept defeat, move on, and just like truly be okay with it. Like not feel guilty about it, but truly be okay with it, because at the end of the day, Gabriel and Caleb are not going to look back at the one soccer game that they couldn't show up to, or the one birthday party that they couldn't attend. Like they're going to be looking back at all the quality time that I spent with them. They're going to be looking back at the conversations that we have, pivotal moments in their life, times that I was able to show up for them in the way that they felt like they needed me to. And that's what's most important to me. So go ahead and give yourself some grace, because God sure is. And make sure that you are not overextending yourself to the point where it doesn't become productive. That's the thing. Don't want it to be counterintuitive to what you are trying to do and the efforts that you are trying to make for your child. So for this third one, it's actually a thought that Andrew brought up to me, and we were talking through this because I was talking about like typical like burnout, just the stuff that we're talking about now, like all the struggles that happen when you are constantly like in this busy state of mind and like overwhelmed. I can have like poor stress management at times. And so he mentioned, because this is a season, try to schedule time to spend quality time with them. And it's not even necessarily for them, but it's more so for me, because one of the things that I talk about too, a lot, we talk about is, I say like, I'm doing all these things, but I feel like I'm constantly on the go, constantly doing this, constantly taking them this place, constantly, I don't know, just like having a million things in my head, just running around like with chicken without a head. He mentioned the spending quality time thing because it can make me feel better, right? Like me knowing I carved out time, I'm spending even 10-15 minutes just with Gabriel on what he wants. Like those are the things that actually matter to him. So I'm over here trying to control all the external things, right? But I'm not realizing that what Gabriel may actually want is just 10 minutes to watch his favorite show with me. Or Caleb actually wants to just to sit next to me and us to talk about, life. And it's not that I don't do these things, but I think it's important, if I'm more intentional on when I do it, I can remind myself like, hey, you are doing a great job. You are like being present in their life, and you are showing them one-on-one time. I also think being like a mom of 2 kids is completely different from being like a mom of 1. And the layer to my story is always that I'm a single parent, so I'm doing it essentially by myself. And I think like you can get, or I at least can get like caught up with having both of them, and both of them have similar personalities, and that like they are all over the place a lot of times. And because I'm also juggling a lot and then they're also a lot, like it tends to be like, for me, it feels like just surviving the day. Like I'm just getting all this stuff done, surviving the day, like rinse and repeat. Like we do that all the time. And I'm operating on fumes at this point. But it's okay. I feel like, and what's crazy? Like I'm saying all this and processing all of this out loud right now, but I can tell from even how I'm like talking about this that I'm still trying to figure this out. And so like I hope this is like encouraging for you in a way, because it's not that I have this stuff figured out. I really don't. I'm really just processing it as I'm like talking about it right now. But spending quality time with them is so important. Spending 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 with Gabriel about something that he specifically wants to do, not including Caleb into it. And then, scheduling that same time with Caleb could be so beneficial. And the times that I have done it, I think it's so cute how their eyes like lit up and how like they mention it all the time and stuff. So I really do want to like incorporate like more of that in our routine. It is hard now that I'm thinking about it. Like I know it's going to be a challenge, but if it's not something that I can consistently do, maybe I could schedule it like once a month and start with that. Another thing I do to slow down a lot is you guys will like always hear this because this is just the stage that I'm at, thank the Lord. But my support from Andrew. If you are in a relationship right now as a single parent, boy, is it a blessing when you have a partner who doesn't mind talking about these things. On top of that, Andrew's also a single parent, so that's like brownie points for me, because like he gets it. It's not just a listening session for me venting, but he like actually gets it and gives great pointers towards it and things like that. So leaning on Andrew is another one of my like tools in my toolbox when I have to like really take a step back and think about the things that I have to change or adjust to be able to truly rest and relax. So leaning on him, whether that's like he's usually the one to be like, okay, you're kind of stressed, or I feel like you're really overwhelmed. Let me take care of them for like a little bit and you go take a nap. And it just feels good to be able to do that, because I need it. I really do need it. And I remember there was a point in time where I didn't have that, right? Like I had to always be like, go, go, go. And maybe that's the season that you're in right now. Maybe you don't have that type of support, whether from family, friends, or a relationship. Like you have to keep going. And how I would respond to that is I was once there. So trust me, none of these points that I'm giving right now are like, you have to just figure out a way to do it. All I had at that time was God to lean on. At the end of the day, I would try to put them to bed a little earlier. Then I would go into prayer. I would read the Bible, and God would give me that peace. I'm not saying I don't do that stuff now, but when you literally have no one, when there's no resource of a person, you literally have to lean into God more, I feel like, and through the sense of his word, through sermons, through, whatever resources he's currently giving you in that season, stretch it thin, because he has a purpose behind whatever it is that he's giving you, and he's giving you everything that you do need in that season. So I truly believe that. So if that's what you're going through right now, I just pray that the Holy Spirit ignites in you the wisdom to know how to use the resources that he's given you, and a bigger dependency on him like you never had before. And that's what got me through that season. In this season, I heavily lean on Andrew a lot, in addition to leaning on God, obviously, because God comes first. But just leaning on Andrew, because Andrew is such a great role model and just person to be able to have the kids like, you know, like play with. They also have his son too, that they're basically brothers at this point. Like they all act like brothers. And so it's just really nice to have someone to tag team a lot of our stuff, like me and his stuff with. And then the last thing I do that gives me some space between like burnout and feeling like I'm not doing enough or being lazy or something or unproductive is being okay with telling my kids that I'm tired. Being okay with telling them that I need a break. Sometimes I even go so far as to be like, I'm stressed. Because I think it's important. I think as single parents, we can look like Superwoman a lot. And that's not a bad thing. But I think what happens in the midst of that is that our kids, because they don't see everything and because they always think that we're okay, they don't recognize that their personalities or what they're doing is actually like not helpful. And I think it's okay to let them know that. If they are doing the most, then you can just simply tell your kid like, hey, this is not the time right now. I don't have the energy to be patient with you. So right now I'm mustering all the energy I can to patiently let you know that I need a break. Can you please go into the room and read a book? And they should have a lot of respect to be able to do that. And I think like, you know, I try to instill it in my kids, obviously, but you know, it's okay to tell your kids like, no, I need a break. Mommy has to take a nap right now. It's Saturday. We have no commitments. And so you can go watch your favorite show. I'm going to take a nap for an hour. And please don't keep coming inside the room and asking me questions. And you know what? I never thought that that was a possibility. I was like, my kids, they're always asking questions. And I always answer them. If they need something, I'm coming to them at the drop of the dime. And I never thought I could get to that point because I was like, obviously, like Gabriel and Caleb will understand. Like they're 5 and 7. Like they will never. But to my surprise, they actually do. And there are times where like I'm really sick. Like these are moments that I'm so grateful that I was intentional in this way because I'll be really sick. There was like a week, maybe in like December or something, that I'm pretty sure either I had the flu or I had COVID. And the most that I can do was take them to school and come back home. That was the most that I can do. And then when it was time to pick them up, like I tried my best to get into that car and drive and pick them up. But that was honestly the most that I can do. I ordered food. I was like, I also lost my voice too. So imagine how difficult it would have been if I wasn't consistent or wasn't ever intentional on trying to tell them or have them recognize like, mommy needs this from you in this moment. And you have to respect that. Because I also feel like as they become men, they have to learn these things too. And the best way for them to learn things is in their own home. And so I can actually have a video about this. I can go on and on about this one because I feel like we put on this cape, us moms put on this cape a lot of just being able to handle everything. And to some extent, I want them to recognize that like, yeah, I'm doing everything right now. And I also don't want you to stress about it because it's not your responsibility to, you know, bear the burden with me. But I do want you to recognize how much I'm contributing, or I do want you to recognize these things, or even just as simple as just like recognizing that I'm tired and I need a break, and that's okay, because I want you to be emotionally mature and emotionally sensitive to other people in life as you get older when they need a break. Like, what are their signals to help you realize that they need some space, and for you to respect that? And it starts with me. It starts with me because I'm the parent, and I want them to learn as many important life lessons as I can possibly teach them, and that's one of them. Yeah, I'm thinking about it right now. Like, they were so good. And I tell you, like, yes, I'm stressed. Yes, I'm a single mom. Yes, I'm doing it myself. And yes, Gabriel and Caleb can drive me up the wall a lot of the times. But let me tell you, that week that I was sick, they were amazing. It's not like I went into the room, locked the door, and they were fending for themselves. And when I tell you, like, that obviously did not happen. So please don't judge me. Like, but was so proud of them, and I told them that, like, they were awesome. They did things themselves that they normally wouldn't do, because essentially, like, I am the parent that kind of does everything for them. But they were amazing. They ate their food, they put their stuff away, they like took their baths, and then they got ready, and then they went to bed. Like, I didn't walk into the living room or walk up to this loft area and it was trash. Like, they cleaned up after themselves for the most part, and they got ready for school, they came back home, did their homework. So to me, it reminded me, like, yeah, you're doing a good job, Victoria. Like, there's some days that you think that you're a horrible parent, because I think we all feel that way, but like, no, you're actually doing a pretty good job, Victoria, because of the way that I was able to kind of take a step back that week, and to just see them blossom in the way that they blossom, truly like put them to the test. It was really, really like nice to see. And I remember, like, I was just thanking God, like, thank you, God, like, I couldn't have done any of this without you. So that's all that I wanted to say towards this topic, and let me know down below what your thoughts are. And yeah, I thought it was a pretty good discussion and had me thinking a little bit. So I want to end with 2 verses, because I feel like these are 2 verses to end off this discussion. The first one is Hebrews 12, 1-3. Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him who endured from sinners such hostility against himself, so that you may not grow weary or faint-hearted. Matthew 11, 28-30. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. I felt like these were 2 fitting verses, because on one end, we're talking about enduring. And that's what's part of the journey that me and you are in, right? The single parenthood journey of it, the single mom and all that comes with it, the journey of it. Endure, endure, endure. Don't get lazy. Trust in Jesus. Look to him. Keep your eyes on him, and just move forward in this journey of that life brings, but with Jesus, right? Lean heavily on him. But then also, as Matthew 11 says, as you are going to him, though, as you are pursuing him, he will give you rest. So it's not that you are fighting tooth and nail. He wants you to be like super miserable. He is not going to give you any peace or patience or joy in the midst of that. He absolutely is. And so we have to remember that, yes, busyness is important, and all the intentional things that we do are important. But take a step back and also realize that God is giving us rest in the midst of that endurance. And that's why I want to slow down. I want to slow down because it's not just about all the things that I can do and accomplish and be for my kids, but it's also about showing them that Jesus is truly the way, that I'm not doing all of this in my own power. Here are my flaws, here are my weaknesses, and here's who I am relying on, right? Here is who my eyes are being pointed to, and I want my sons to know how important it is to lean on Jesus, and he will give me that rest. And maybe they won't understand it at 5 and 7, but they have their whole lives, right, to see how much God is changing me, and they get to recognize that because they're at the forefront of it. They get to see my changes as much as I see their changes as they get to grow up, and I think that's beautiful to see. So, perseverance, endurance, yes, amazing. Go get them. Like, I'm pretty sure all of us here watching this video knows how to keep going, knows how to endure. But also rest, because we are not meant to do all these things and control all these things. Like, Jesus is really trying to instill patience and joy and all the fruits of the Spirit in us, and he's trying to let us know that, like, I am here to give you rest. You're not even going to give yourself rest, but I'm going to give you rest if you choose to follow me, if you choose to pursue me, if you choose to trust me and trust my greater plan. So I'm going to end here, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I also hope it inspired you, and I'll see you in the next chat. God bless.